Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 22, Week 4, Round 1. Well, we're back to attacking in the middle of the night again, and hopefully sometime soon I can figure out a better schedule, but for now, we're going to do the best we can. My opponent this round is named Savage B, so let's look at the matchup. Alright, looking at the hotbot overview, you can see I have almost all the green on my side. But unfortunately, the hotbot is wrong, and that is because as soon as I locked into this Week 4 GAC, I immediately put all of my relic materials on all of my first order characters so that I could start the unlock process for SLKR. That way, I locked in with all my characters without the relics, and now the relics aren't affecting my matchmaking, but they're there in real time so that I can unlock SLKR over the next 2 weeks. This fourth week of GAC plus the off week. So we'll go ahead and look at this hotbot and see what we can figure out, but keep in mind that some things have changed. So the statistics are accurate, and what I see is a player with 563,000 lifetime banners who plays occasionally and does okay. It looks like he probably has 3 losses on the season at this point, maybe 4. He's got roughly half the amount of wins I do, but he has 512 defense, and his ratio of defense to wins is actually almost 40%. So a defense heavy player, and that's also supported by the fact he only has 44 clears. Unfortunately for me, when I looked him up on SWGOH.gg, I got the dreaded 404 not found page. Sadly, I'm not able to scout my opponents online, so I really did base my offense and defensive choices around this ratio and then what his actual roster looked like. So comparing our rosters, here's what the hotbot looks like right now, but again, it's not accurate. So I'm going to sub in on my side the last hotbot from last week. And as you can see, I still have a slight GP advantage overall and top 80 and top 65. I got 2 more Zetas he does and a very, very slight speed advantage. I've got 6 more Gear 13s, but he's got 10 more Gear 12s. When we check out mods, my opponent actually has quite a few 6-top mods, almost as many as I do. But I have quite a few more with that top plus 25 speed. But when we go down to the lower speeds, plus 20, plus 15s, plus 10, we're actually very comparable in mods. Here again is the relic summary for this week after I put all my relics on. So let's take a look where I substitute last week's relics. You can see I still do have a slight relic advantage, but you can see my advantage is only 10 total relic levels. Now the big advantage I have this round is my opponent does not have a GL, nor does he have Cat. So knowing this, normally I'd put Luke on defense, but because I couldn't scout my opponent, I decided to keep him for offense, just in case to give me that extra flexibility. And then on ships, my opponent does have the Negotiator and the Malevolence, but his Malevolence is only 5 stars. Alright, let's take a quick look at his roster. Since I can't see his history, I really did lean on what kind of teams he might have and what he might put on offense and defense. He's running a Darth Revan squad in Arena, and I thought maybe he got a lot of holds by putting that particular team on defense. Thankfully, my Darth Revan is faster than his. When I look at his roster, I see a roster that is just really well balanced. He's got a good 501st team, he's got good bounty hunters, he's got relicked up Geos, a good Padme team. Interestingly enough, he has Relic Phoenix, which is unusual. He's got good Rebels and really good Sith, along with that Sith Empire team. He's not very close to any GL though, and at this point, over 6 million GP. With the way CG is forcing our rosters towards GLs, I think he's going to struggle in GAC more often than not because of his lack of GL. So you can see right in the middle of the attack phase, 11 hours to go, my opponent attacked earlier. Let me show you what I set and how he did. So he was only able to clear half the board, but I'm not 100% sure that he's done. He started down here on the bottom, took out my crew, my Padme, and my Grievous, all one-shots there, and other than the Grievous squad, was fairly efficient. Then he went in back. He got great banners on Dooku and Phasma, but he dropped 2 battles to Gas before finally getting him down. And then up top, he one-shot my BAM team, but he failed once on Mon Mothma, and that's where he stopped. So I don't know if he's waiting for me to attack, and then he'll come back and attack more, or if he's actually done. He did set quite a few of his best teams on defense, so I don't think he has a whole lot left, and he might actually be done. Because I couldn't scout him, I went ahead and put my Rebels and my Empire on defense. I kept my Malevolence and Negotiator for offense, because I just have no idea what I'm going to be facing. So what am I facing on the ground? We've got a Jedi Training Ray Squad, we've got his Gas team, we've got those Relic up Phoenix. Down below here we have a Grievous team, although Grievous is only gear 12. We've got Relic up Geos and some very well Relic bounty hunters. So as always, we will start here on the bottom and we'll work our way through the teams. I think I've saved enough to get the full clear, but you never know. We will start with Grievous and I will take in my Night Sisters for that. So we're going to actually try and get away with going kind of on the cheap on all of these front teams, and hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me and backfire. I do think my Night Sisters should be able to beat this Grievous squad with the Grievous as low gear at only gear 12, but you never know. When B1 and B2 are both relics, it can always go south. Let's see if I can stun Newt. Good. Then I'll move over to B2. Get out the Plague. And Grievous is not only low on health because he's gear 12 and doesn't have 60 mods on him, but he's not even modded for health, I think, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, I think he has like 35,000 health or something like that, so extremely low on that end. But I still need to get through the squad and hope they don't target Daka. Oh, there we go. Let's see. We already got him down. I need to assist from the grave so that I can get Spirit back. And then, wow. Terrible banners. Terrible. Alright, my apologies. Little scatterbrain right now. Super tired. And also just shocked at how that went a little bit, I guess. So we will jump into the Geos. We're going to bring Vader, but I don't trust Vader just to get through him by himself, so we're going to bring Watt and Thrawn and Gideon. We'll just bring a full team. We don't need to worry about an undersize here. I am more concerned about making sure we actually get these down. So that is the route we'll go. We will weapons tech on Vader, and I guess we'll tank tech on Thrawn. Sure, why not? And we will force crush because we have Palpatine here. And let's see if we can get out Spy. We did. And ability block on Poggle. Almost death. Almost killed him. Ability block by death. And we'll get a throw on GBA. Alright, so this actually, I was really worried about this particular counter. And it looks like I'm just going to lose on Vader. Well, and now Gideon too. It's a bit of a bummer. Let's go with somebody who's not going to counterattack me. And let's make sure we get as much back as we can, since we already just gave up so many banners on that first battle. Again, I don't know that my opponent is done. I think they might be, but I still gotta pinch banners here where I can. Ah, just lost one right there. Yeah, I don't... This is one heal, right? did. They gave it to me. Alright, if I had any idea whatsoever what was in the back, I think I would play this next battle a little differently. But since I don't, I'm going to try and get by with just my normal JTR squad. And that could be a total mistake against these relics bounty hunters, because the only relics I have on my squad are Ray and R2-D2. I am faster than him, at least some of my team is, so hopefully I'll get out ahead enough that I can survive this, but it absolutely could go wrong. Alright, so we're gonna hide everybody but Ray, and we'll wiggle and we'll wave, and then we're gonna go in on Django because he is the scary one. And we will pass the inspiration around, and we're just gonna go for the kill. There's one, and I'd like to be able to get a second. I probably should have gone for the stun there, and I didn't. Let's see if we can get Django out here before he gets a big hit out on us. Let's heal up. Alright, now let's wave down boss again. Cat is about to take a turn, so we will go after him next. Plus I only have to kill him once. And then we'll go after Boba. He's got the stun. And now everybody's inspired. Got our Illuminated Destiny. Alright, I don't want to count my chickens here before they hatch, but so far so good. This is going, well, better than I expected and better than both my other counters so far, so. And boss goes down. Can we stun Dangar? No. Can we make sure we're fully healed? Yes. And can we finish him off? Yes. Alright, the big reveal. What did he keep back there? This is really going to tell me a lot about what he has for offense, too. Oh, he went really light. Okay, I was expecting way more in the back. Goodness. Okay, well, let me readjust my thinking so that I can try and maximize banners. Okay, I'm back. I think I have a plan. I gotta try and stay efficient because based on what he said in the back, I think he has a lot more than I was anticipating for offense. And I do expect him to come back and try and clear through the rest of my board. So we will come back up top and we will go after this gas squad. And this is where I'll use my Galactic Legend. But I'm gonna leave Ezra off. He tends to die. So, you know, why waste the banners there? So we will Efflux. And Jedi Master Luke will take the hits. And we'll just start sending Luke, young Luke, in. Let's go ahead and do that on him so he can't counter. And so he's sent down. Time to go after fives. Almost. There we go. And Rex. And Echo. And Arc. Oh, Arc didn't quite go down. Oh, and I think he's gonna get stood up. Dang it. Bummer. Oh well. Well, let's get him to sit down again quickly. The hope here is that we can make it so the only person who has lost any health is Jedi Master Luke. And if we can do that, then we'll end up with our 60. Since we came in one short. One more hit will do it. We'll get the ultimate. little. No, it's not going to be nearly enough. Oh, it was. So, we have the pleasure of attacking a relicked out Phoenix squad. Not something I see very often. We will go with Darth Revan, but we're going to leave Malik off. We'll save Malik for a Karth solo in the back, and I think that I hope I'm not underestimating too much. I am definitely faster. I'm just going to fear them out, and then hopefully, even though they are well geared, they should go down relatively quickly, I think. So, losing a banner or two, not bad. And then against Jedi Training Rey, we will go with CLS. I have way too much for offense, and it's because when they have no history online, I basically make a list of all their viable teams, and I say, what happens if they put just their best 9 teams on defense, and they do a complete FU defense? What do I need to keep in order to make sure I can clear them? And that's what I keep, which makes my defense a little weak, but it makes sure I can get through them. But when they don't keep their best teams, like they haven't here, I am left with, yeah, a whole lot of options for offense. Silly Rey. You can't stun Luke while he's got guard. Let's do that. Let's do this. So was still missing a little protection on Luke there. What kind of ships did he leave me? He saved his Negotiator and Malevolence for offense as well. So I think I can go in a little light on these. We'll go with that. I think that should be enough. But not too little in case things go south. Still gives me enough reinforcements to kind of recover. But hopefully I won't need it. So let's get out the Y-Wing before he can do the shield disruptor thing. And then we will pass this back over and hopefully get Biggs out. And sure, we will bring Ahsoka out so that we can hopefully take down Falcon before reinforcement. No. Alright, well, that was a bummer. That wasn't even Biggs in the beginning, it was Wedge. So that was a... should have looked more closely. And with this Tarkin Geos, I'll take my Malevolence, and we'll just take the normal Separatists. In fact, I think we can get away with just taking Spy as the only reinforcement. I have a feeling this one should go pretty quickly. I'm not daring enough, like some YouTubers and streamers, to just bring in 3 and no reinforcements, or I've seen some people just take in 2 ships. That's craziness to me, but hey, I mean, if it works for them, then fantastic. That is why people are, you know, get top 10, and I don't. Let's take care of the soldier. And what are we bringing in? Oh, interesting. Bummer we didn't get buzz droids on Spy. I don't think it will ultimately matter. We should get through it pretty quickly here. So, good, not great. I can definitely live with 65s. Jumping down to the back, let's go ahead and get the Malik battle done. Not sure why I was looking for a squad. We're just going in with him. And this takes a while to ramp up. It basically takes him however long it takes for him to get around to doing his drain 3 times so that he gets that extra ability where it puts on healing immunity for them. So it's just going to take a little bit. There's one. And honestly, in my experience doing this solo, it kind of doesn't even matter trying to attack anybody other than the tanks, because it just really comes down to getting that 3rd stack of that middle thing. What is it called? Dark Infusion. Because once you have 3 stacks, you put healing immunity on them when you do it, and then you can finally get through the tanks, and then you can get to Mission and Karth. There is my 3rd. And you can see Jahani has the healing immunity. In fact, I'm just going to put this on auto. Probably should have put it on auto from the get-go. Alright, so the one tough battle we have left is this Night Sister squad, and we're going after them with my bounty hunters. And it's only tough because my bounty hunters are not geared great. My Bosk is like Relic 2, and all the rest of them are Gear 12, or even Gear 11, or saying I think Gear 10. But as long as I don't screw things up too badly, I should be able to pick a target like zombie there. And the bad news is my timing got off. Oh, I didn't even think about that. My turn order changed because I swapped out some mods on Karth. So now Karth is faster than Bosk instead of the other way around. So that is definitely problematic, because you definitely want to get Frenzy first and then do the mass assist. So I'm gonna have to tweak that going forward, but that's fine for now. It looks like it's gonna be fine. And they don't even have DACA on this squad, which is interesting. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of Asajj since Talzin is currently stunned. See if we can stun Talia. See if we can take out Talzin that way. We will heal up. And the other issue that I'm going to have is my only AoE is on Boba. And usually when I'm doing this attack against them, I have Django as well. And so Django's spillover damage is enough to help kill Acolyte. So it's going to be a little bit here while I wait for Boba Fett to take her out with his AoE. This could have been might be a mistake because she heals, and I think she's probably going to heal enough in between each time to not die. What a disaster. I think Wampa and Scion are fine. I have a feeling Wampa will be enough, but Scion can help pull her out of stealth as well. We still need 2 more kills too. Well, that was super frustrating. My mistake, my fault. Bad choices. Talking about bad, we got Bad Batch, and we've got my Jedi Knight Revan. And let's leave old Ben behind. We don't need him, I don't think. Or maybe we do, I don't know. We're just gonna go ahead and go after Echo and kill him and splash the damage around. Kill Wrecker and Hunter. Okay. So that's it. I'd like to pretend like my bad judgment was because it's the middle of the night, but I honestly just screwed up. So not a one shot, but still a decent score. 2473 is not terrible, but it should have been a 2493. All it would have taken is for me to take one of those bounty hunters and put Wampa in there. We'll see if my opponent comes back. Even if he does, I don't think he can beat me at this point. It took him 3 to get through my gas, and I only dropped the 1 battle. So I'll be back at the end of the attack phase to let you know if he came back to attack or not, and I'll see you then. Alright, we're back, and we got the win. Turned out my opponent never came back to attack, so that 2473 was enough to beat his 1799. I want to thank you to Savage B for the match, and thank you all for watching, and I will see you again in next round.